What's going on, guys? We're back once again, and we're going to be talking about something that I honestly love to talk about on this channel. Now, if you guys do not know, I'm a huge Saints Row fan. I should have been here and talked about this with you guys for a long time, but I'm finally happy that they're finally going to be doing something after all this time. Now, here's the thing that we need to discuss with Saints Row 5. Right now, yes, it is in development at Deep Silver / Violation. They went into saying that it's very dear and near their hearts. When Agents of Mayhem came out early, they did not do well. Saints Row 3 was good. Saints Row 4 came out in 2013. Then a few years later, we got Saints Row Get Out of Hell. Now, Get Out of Hell and Saints Row 4 had mixed reviews. Now, my thing is if they're doing a Saints Row 5, that is perfectly awesome. Now, again, the franchise has gotten mixed reviews over the years. There's a lot of hardcore, devoted fans. Now, if you guys have not missed any of my music videos that I've done for Saints Row, I really do love Saints Row. It is one of my favorite game franchises of all time. I like the story. I like the characters. Now, there are issues with the series. I will get into that first off, but I'm really wondering what they're going to do with the story after the events of 4. Now, with 5, they could do anything. Now, in Saints Row 3, they really messed a lot of things up. They gave you the choice of either saving Shaundi and then, still becoming the public icon, or you left her, went after to go kill Killbane, then you went up against Cyrus and his team, and then killed him. So there was a lot of different ones. Now, obviously, they went with Saints Row 4. It went with saving Shaundi. Then you became, of course, you're still international superstars. Then you become president, and then the Earth gets destroyed. You become the new empire over the Zen. You find out Johnny's alive, and you have this whole new crew with Benjamin King. You got Shaundi. You got Kenzie. You got Gat. You got Pierce. You got Aisha, not Aisha, but you have Matt, and you also have Asha, and you also have Sid, and then of course Keith David, who is playing himself as the vice president in the game. Now, there's a lot of things in this but in this franchise that they have a lot of potential for. Now, at the very end of the 4th game, you have where you get revealed, hey, you can do time travel. Now, there has been many fan stories that I've seen. There's been a lot of fan development for the game, just have it continue where what would happen if this actually occurred. Could you stop Earth before it exploded? Could you stop this? But then there's a lot of give and take. Now, obviously, they may do this. Now, there's a lot of possibilities they could go with this. They could have where you could save Aisha, you could save Carlos, you could save Lynn, even from, you can save a lot of people that you lost in the very first 2 games that you would not expect to happen. You could save Aisha, you could save Carlos in the 2nd game, you could save Lynn in the 1st one, you could make sure that, my thing is making sure Lynn would survive, but then again, that would probably cause issues within the 1st one, and you could probably even make Donnie part of the game. Even there's a lot of possibilities you could do within the story. Now, with the 3rd one, probably make sure somehow just jump off the plane, or trying to stop Zinyak from abducting Johnny with what they said in the 4th one, so that way you still have Johnny with you during the events of Saints Row 3. And then, of course, you have Saints Row 4, where you just stop Zinyak from destroying Earth. That way you're already prepared for the invasion, and the boss can take him out, and then of course go through however long you want to be president, and then go through those events. Now, again, don't know how they would shape the current time, because again, it said time travel, so again, anybody knows anything about time travel, you mess with time, it's gonna mess up the present. So obviously there could be events where you could kill Zinyak and you could take over the Zen Empire or whatever, and you could tell them, okay, don't mess with Earth, don't do this, don't do that, or control them. But at the same time, you now have the United States under your control, and you have an entire alien Empire under your control at the same time. So there's a lot of give and take of what they could do with this franchise, but at the same time they also need to be very careful, because a lot of people, they did not enjoy Saints Row 4 and they did not enjoy Get Out of Hell neither, because of with the supernatural they put in there, also with the aliens and all the craziness. Now Saints Row has always been one of those crazy games that you could just enjoy, laugh, have fun, blow crap up, and also just enjoy the story. Now at the same time there's been a lot of bad and there's been a lot of good, and then also would we get some satisfaction from getting revenge on Dex? We got revenge on Julius back then, but would we ever get revenge out on Dex for him betraying us back then? And also whatever happened with Troy. Like anything from the original game, if you're a true Saints Row fan like I am, you want to get some kind of revenge on Troy. You want to get some kind of revenge on still get revenge on Julius. You still want to get revenge on Dex at the same time. Only one that was really loyal to you throughout the entirety of the game was Johnny Gat. Now, again, don't know exactly how they're going to do this. We can only hope and pray that the writers as well as the creators through the game has probably been taking a long time to create this game. They've probably been looking at a lot of back and forthness between what fans have stated, what fans want. Honestly, I want a little bit more old school Saints Row game. I really would like less superpowers than we got in Saints Row 4 and Get Out of Hell. I would prefer just an old school Saints Row game where we get to have fun, we get to have our favorite characters, get to have a little bit of time travel, maybe some other things to see what would happen if we got to see maybe the war on Earth. That would be a little bit better. What would it have been like to be in the White House? What would it have been like to have, the entire, military under your command, as well as the Zen Empire under your command? Something that Saints Row has never done really is go too much in the story. They have never really gave us more of the story than what we actually wanted. They never have been very good at that because they've always left us on a cliffhanger. So I'm really hoping that they do something now that we can enjoy and we can just sink our teeth into and actually go back to the way Saints Row was. And you got your fans that only consider Saints Row 2 to be, the new one, because a lot of people did not like them being international celebrities. They just wanted them to be a big huge corrupt gang in Stillwater, and then they of course went to Steelport. So a lot of people did not like Steelport. I personally did not have a problem with Steelport. I did not think it was the best city. I prefer Stillwater overall. That was me. Some of the characters I'm kind of hoping that does not return. I'm hoping Sid does not return. He was really annoying. Asha, I would not mind to see her return. She was only in one game. Kinsey, I'd love to see her come back. Angel, I like to see him come back. Oleg, I like to see him come back. Burke, I like to see him just stay away. But it depends on what it depends on what the writers and creators are going to do with this franchise. But let me know what you guys think about this in the comments down below. This is more just about ideas for a possible story. Let me know your thoughts about it in the comments down below. If you guys even knew about Saints Row 5, I'd like to hear your thoughts about this. Let's have a good conversation in the comments about Saints Row 5, about the possibilities. What would you guys like to see in the game? What would you not like to see in the game? I'd like to hear your thoughts about it in the comments. Hope you guys are enjoying your day, and I'll be seeing you guys on the very next one.